So I'm going to pull out another one of these and hopefully it's working. I do not know. I do not know. But we are going to trade them out and hopefully, I don't know what the deal is with that one. Hopefully it works. Anyway, so let's see. Yeah, so here we go. Let me jump into it. Let me get my notes up. All right. Now, if when you're thinking in your mind, right, and you say, "Man, I really don't want to do this. This is too tough. This is too, anything like that," you're kind of talking yourself down, right? But you can talk those things into reality. What do I mean? As you're telling yourself these things, I'm not good enough. I'm having, trouble doing this. I suck at this. I suck at that. Whatever the case may be, you're going to talk it into reality, and that's what we got to try to avoid, right? You don't want to talk yourself into something that you really don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? If you're talking yourself into quitting, then that's a guaranteed defeat, right? Quitting is a guaranteed defeat. It's going to happen. So you can't get it stuck in your mind, right? It's okay. It's going to pop in from time to time, like, oh man, this is too difficult. I don't want to do it. That's a normal reaction to things. But we, as military veterans, we have to know that, okay, I'm going to push forward through this. Yes, it may be difficult. Yes, it may be time consuming or whatever the case may be, but I'm going to push through. I'm going to try to push through to the end and do the best job that I can possibly do. And when we're doing that, we're keeping a positive mental attitude, right? And I know some people are like, oh, positive mental attitude, whatever. But I think a positive mental attitude is very important. And it helps as you're moving through things, it gets you through it just a little bit easier. That's my humble opinion. I'm just one guy and one jarhead. It's my hot takes on it, but I think a positive mental attitude will take you a long ways. Man, I keep bumping this thing over here; it keeps moving. Yeah, that's one of the things. But you don't talk yourself into quitting. Right? Don't get those negative thoughts in here and jump on them and say, "Hey, I'm going to quit," and you talk yourself into quitting. That's the worst thing that you can do. Figure out a way to get motivated, right? We talked before about reaching out to others. Find somebody that can sharpen your sword, right? Find somebody that can keep you tough in a situation. Somebody that's been there and done that, maybe, and somebody that you can go to and rely on and be able to get that motivation to be able to push through and make it through whatever the tough times are. And that's really what you got to kind of think about as you're moving forward, right? And you have to be consistent in it, right? You got to be persistent, excuse me. You got to be persistent about moving and trying to accomplish that goal, whatever that goal may be, right? You have to be able to continually go in day after day, time after time, and just push toward that goal, whatever that goal may be. And that persistence is going to win battles. Think about that. It's going to win battles. And if you consistently go in and you train hard, you consistently go in and like on the rifle range, you take your time with the barrels and you do those dry fires and you really put in the work and you're just, you're getting it, trigger control, your breathing technique, all that type of stuff. If you work hard and diligently and you're persistent at that, when it comes time to I'm on the range and it's time for me to actually apply what it was that I've been practicing in real life and shooting rounds down range, well, all of a sudden you shoot much better, right? But if you gaff all that off, which many people do, they gaff it off, they show up, and then they get flustered because it's not doing what they think it should do, and then they just it kind of goes downhill from there. And so you got to just stay focused and really be persistent in your driving and persistent in your trying to achieve that goal and moving in that positive direction. Let's see. The last push often leads to success. When you're, it's funny. This kind of reminds me of something else that I don't know why it just popped in my head right now. But I was always told, if I'm looking for something, right, and you guys probably can understand this, but if you're looking for something, right, it's probably the last place that you looked. Uh, I always tell people that, like, hey, and when you start looking for it, just remember it's the last place that you look. So just go look there first. Why that popped in my head just now, I have no idea, but I thought that was funny. I don't know. It's one of the stupid things that I say. Anyways, so that last push, right? That last push is going to oftentimes lead to success. And that's the big part of it, right? Second Mar Div, good old Camp Lejeune, French Creek. I like it. Yeah. Second Mar Div, that's a good place to be there on Camp Lejeune. I really enjoyed my time there. But that last push oftentimes is going to push you over the hump, right? And a lot of times you're not going to notice, like if I've been doing my preparations, I've been persistent in preparing for whatever it is that's coming up. A lot of times when I go into that, the last final push, right, it doesn't feel like I'm actually doing anything crazy. It just feels like, oh, it's just another rehearsal, right? And then all of a sudden, boom, you accomplish the mission. And that last push, that leads you to that success. But it's just a matter of, you've got to be able to push yourself, and you got to have that persistence. You got to have all those times that you practiced and prepared and all that type of stuff. So whenever it comes time to actually doing it, and when you're preparing and you're doing those things, one of the things that you got to remember when you're doing it is you want to practice harder than what the mission may be, right? You want to try to be able to do that. So think about what it is that your end state is. All right, now I need to go above and beyond that a little bit. That way, when it's time, then and I only have to do the bare minimum, right? So, for example, if I'm preparing for something, I need to figure out each and every avenue of approach, right? So there's a lot of different things that could happen. So I'm preparing for all these other things that may be coming at me whenever I'm trying to accomplish this mission. And then all of a sudden you get to the mission and it's pretty basic, straightforward, and nothing crazy is thrown at you. Well, guess what? The mission itself was super easy because you prepared for all the different things that could have happened, right? And that's what we do a lot of times in the military, right? But we can do that same thing in the civilian sector where we are now as veterans. And we can make that happen. So that's just something that you got to kind of think about, never quit, never quit, never quit. Keep going. You may slow down a little bit, and that's okay. Sometimes you got to get a breather. Sometimes you got to take a step back and just take that deep breath, really let it out, and then move forward after that. But those are things that you got to kind of think about, right? And what's our call to action today? Well, stick with one hard thing instead of stopping. Continue on. One hard thing, right? Just pick one of the incredibly difficult things that you've been struggling with and really put your all into it today, right? Do not quit on that. Keep pushing, keep striving, and just don't stop. Whatever you do, don't stop. Just keep pushing. Eventually, you're going to get there. Who knows? Today might be that last push that you need, right? Today might be the last little bit of motivation that you need to be able to get past where you've been, that hurdle, right? So anyways, just my thoughts on that. Yeah, and that's really it. That's a short and sweet one today. I'm not doing a whole lot. It's been like maybe 15 minutes at max. So now I do have some TikTokers out there. I don't have a lot interacting right now, but there's a lot of them over there. And so for all you face pagers, the Xers, the YouTubes, thank you for those that did join, and hopefully you guys get something out of this later. But to all you guys out there, man, stay motivated, change your socks.
No more 22. Honor the journey and finish the fight.